Hand right over here. Turn it over. Watch as the two coins change places. Do you want to see it change places or not see it? I can do it visibly or invisibly.
Ooh, I want it invisibly.
Invisibly looks a lot like this. Hold your hand this high, Diane. When I give you the silver dollar, make a fist around it, because if you end up with it, you may keep it. Not bad since you didn't come here with it, right?
That's right.
Hold on to that silver dollar, make a fist. Don't drop it, because on the count of 3, I take it out of your hand and I leave you with the penny. Problem is, she has a death-like grip on that silver dollar. A little tight with money, are we? Here we go. On the count of 3, I'll take out the silver dollar and leave you with the penny, I hope. 1, 2, and 3, I now have the silver dollar. That, of course, means you've got, turn your hand over, the biggest darn penny I have ever seen.
That is a big penny there.
You should see the size of the gumballs in the gum machine are this big. Can I tell you how I did it?
Oh, my goodness.
I did it with the heat of your hand. Let's see, you're a very warm, no hot-blooded person. You take the big penny, drop it into your hand, and squeeze.
Right.
And of course, you end up with the little penny
The
every
little
time.
penny.
I don't know how it works. It just works.
It just works. Don't ask questions when it works.
That's right.
That's great.
I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad to do that for you.
I just enjoy it so much. I really do. Now, how long have you been performing magic? You say a little over 30 years, started at 5? Oh,
Started at 5?
What got you at 5? I asked you a question and answered it.
Well, you know, I got started doing magic by going to Disneyland. Right on the corner of Main Street, there was a magic shop.
Right.
And in that magic shop, I would go and buy for 39 cents the trick that was being demonstrated by the fellow behind the counter. I would take that trick home and make my brothers and sisters watch until they were so sick of it. But 10 years later, I became a good magician, so it kind of balanced out. I still remember the very first trick I learned. In fact, I brought it here tonight. Can I show it to you?
Please
It's absolutely the very first one I learned.
Really?
Here it is. It's a little cube and a little box, and inside this box is a little color cube, and it has a lot of different colors that you can choose. And what I want you to do is take your favorite color, or any color you like, and put it on the top of the box. Close the box up so that there's no way I can see what color that is. Okay?
All right.
If you want to examine the box to make sure I can't see through it, you can do that. Or check the cube out to make sure there's no rough or smooth edges or anything that I would be able to feel it and find out what the color is. And I'll turn my back because I've seen all these tricks before.
Dan, is this the first trick that you, is this the real original?
This is the original one, it is.
I can see the repaired cracks.
It absolutely is the original one I sort of learned.
That is exciting. To me, that's really exciting because...
If you went to buy it today, you would pay, I'm not sure how many dollars, but you would get a much lesser product. It's all plastic and cardboard now and not nearly what it is. Here's how I do this. I shake this up and I ask you to look at me.
Right.
Put your hand on top of the box, think the color, okay, take it off, and I'll shake it up again and see if I can figure out what color it was. I think I got it. I think it was yellow.
Ooh, that's great. That is
well,
great.
not bad for an 8-year-old anyway.
That's right, that's right. I bet you really had fun in the neighborhood. Now, did you do magic shows as a kid growing up for the neighbor kids' birthday parties or things like that?
Well, no. Again, I forced my brothers and sisters to watch, and that was as much as I could get anybody to watch. My brothers, sisters, and my mother, of course. My mother was so kind to sit there and watch for hour after hour the same trick.
Oh.
But fortunately, she did, and it helped me keep doing magic all those years. And now, today, they have as much fun at the restaurant watching the magicians as I do, and they have a great love of magic that they developed over the years, watching me do magic and seeing other magicians that they've come to know through me and through the gathering. It's been a lot of fun for the whole family. And my brothers and sisters do a little magic, not much, but just a little bit. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, great, great. That's exciting.
I'm glad.
Now, not to stop our magic for a moment here, but who do you have performing at your restaurant right now?
You know, we've been doing magic at the Gathering for 16 years with professional magicians for the last 16 years. Currently, we have Craig Stone. Craig Stone is by far one of San Diego's foremost magicians. He is oftentimes on the cruise ships now more than any place else. So when we have him, which isn't as often as I would like, we're delighted because it's not going to be long before he's in such demand we won't have him at all. But we have him on Friday nights. On Saturday nights, we have Paul Tomei, who fills in adequately for Craig. But I need to warn you about Paul. If you get around him, keep your eye on your watch.
Uh-oh.
I've seen a few watches disappear around the tables he does magic for, and he does it wonderfully, and he always entertains and amazes his guests when he does that. So currently we have Craig Stone and Paul Tomei, and a few others that fill in occasionally. Terry Godfrey comes in occasionally, Steve Sloan comes in occasionally, so we see those people doing it in addition.
That's great. Good, good. You know, I know years ago I came and entertained at your restaurant once. It was a long time ago, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I just filled in one time for somebody, and it was great. It was great. So I appreciate you giving me that opportunity, too, to work in your magical restaurant. And that was way back when, before I even knew how to do a card trick. So
well, we're looking forward to you coming back to the gathering and doing some more magic, getting behind the bar and getting out to the tables and doing all the fun things that we do there. We've been fortunate in the last years to be able to have magicians from all over the country. Whenever they come to San Diego, first thing they ask when they get to town is, where can I go see magic? And the first thing they're told is, well, you can see it a few places around town, but the most consistent place you can catch it is at the gathering, since we've been doing it for so many years. And so we're fortunate we see magicians from all over the world, all over the United States, stopping in just to say hello. And many times, we coax them into doing magic and getting behind the bar and doing a set of magic. One of my favorite people, and I don't know if you know J.C. Wagner, but he was a magician of much renown from San Diego for many years, still is.
Yes.
Once in a great while, we have him stop in and we're able to get him to perform magic, and he was one of my mentors early on in magic, so I'm delighted